You know, I warned you guys about the situation. Y'all ain't listen to me. I try to help, try to tell y'all the truth, but it's like, y'all ain't believe me. Now it's like, your man's Diddy seem like he arrested now. See, I warned you. Now, I'm gonna give you a little opportunity to remember some of the things that I said in the past. See, in March, I warned you. I told you they were gonna arrest Diddy. Y'all thought, oh, he's untouchable. There's no way. There's no way this could happen. Nah, it happened. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it definitely happened. And we got to pretty much get to work, do what we got to do. It's just that simple. Now, let's play the tape, because maybe you didn't see those videos, but let's play the tape so I can make you remember some of the things that happened in the past. Let's go to those tapes. Let's go down memory lane. Listen to a couple of the things that I had to say. Then we're going to get into the show. Just kind of chop it up with you. Talk a little bit. Find out what's happening in these streets. Let's take a look at the tapes. It is crazy out here right now. P. Diddy is on the run. Based on law enforcement, they raided his home. They're after him. He's literally being hunted right now, like an animal. They raided his home. Word is all over the streets. Everybody on social media is talking about it. P. Diddy is fleeing the law right now. Wanted for all sorts of different things, including the unthinkable. It is just really crazy out here right now. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think about the situation, because everybody on social media is talking about it. Everybody's streaming live. I'm not even going to waste my time trying to go live to stream about this, because everybody has become news reporters all of a sudden, and I don't have no time to repeat the same thing everybody else is saying. So I'm just going to kind of just share my thoughts on exactly what I think about the situation. So let me know what you think. Do you think he's guilty? Do you think he's getting what he deserves? What's your take on the situation? Leave it in the comments. This guy is in a lot of mess. It is said that the feds have located where his private jet is, and they're after him. They're honing in on him, and it says Diddy's homes were raided in the U.S. to kick off the week, but the guy's own private jet is miles away in a completely different nation, although it's unclear if he's abroad on board himself. You know, well, I don't know what's going on, man, but based on what we're hearing, P. Diddy is on the run, and they located his plane, his jet, and it's looking really bad out here, man. I'm hearing word his sons was in handcuffs and all sorts of stuff. It's really crazy out here, man. It's breaking news. Let me know what you think, fam. You know, a lot of people don't understand how serious these charges is with Diddy. They don't understand the severity of the problem. We're talking about sex trafficking. He's been accused many times. So the feds, they're tired of this, man. I mean, these type of complaints, they're very serious charges. And it is time for these music moguls to meet their maker. They've done too much crimes, too much dirt, hurt a lot of people, and they got away with it because of their status. And I believe that Diddy is being made an example of at this point because they're fed up, they're tired. So his day in court is here, man. We're literally seeing the end of P. Diddy. You know, the Bible says that your sins will find you out. Diddy, your sins have found you out. Your money cannot save you now. You know, we're hearing that you're liquidating the assets and various things that you're trying to sort out because you realize that the feds is on to you now. You know, your sons had to leave the place. They ransacked the mansions, you know what I mean? So it's like, they got all your personal belongings. It's over now. They're gonna find out. They're gonna find the tapes. They're gonna find all the secrets, and there's nothing you can really do about it this time. So the best thing you can do is seek God and pray that he have mercy on you. Because when they release the information to the public, man, it's gonna be something else. This is my message to P. Diddy. Turn yourself in, fam. Just turn yourself in and just do the right thing. It's over now. You know, you lived your life. You did dirt. You know, karma is something that it just came back. So Homeland Security invaded your homes. They raided the homes. They took your electronics. It's time to turn yourself in. You know, so I'm calling out to Diddy. It's time to end this. You know, just turn yourself in, man. Pray about it, you know. Just pray about it, be a believer. It's gonna be okay. The most you could get is probably 20 years. That's about it. Turn yourself in. You know, it's over for P. Diddy. Homeland Security got a hold of his electronics, his computers. They have pretty much confiscated all of this material from his homes. So it's pretty much a wrap for P. Diddy at this point because they're going to be able to find evidence on the computers. He didn't even see this one coming. So let's get ready for the worst. There's going to be some shocking details because they got a hold of his laptops, his computers, all of his electronics, all of the things that he probably did alleged dirt on. They got access of that. So it's one of them things where it's like, man, imagine you have computers that have all of your dirt on it, and then Homeland Security is able to look through it, look through all your files, all your personal tapes. They got a hold of everything. Leave your thoughts in the comments. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to tell you this for a long time. For a long time, I've been trying to tell you about these so-called industry cats. I've been telling you and warning you about P. Diddy. Now, come to find out, Diddy was arrested by the feds in New York. You understand what I'm saying? He was arrested in New York by the feds after grand jury indictment. You know, we could go on and on about this, break these things down for you, make you see the truth. But for a lot of you, you don't understand how serious this issue is. See, Diddy's time is up. He done a lot of bad things, man. A lot of bad things. Look at everybody that's suing him, bro. I lost count. I lost count of all the people that is suing Diddy right now. This is crazy. Trafficking women, racketeering. Diddy hands is dirty, man. You know he took out Biggie, right? You know that, right? Raping women, messing with men, wild parties. See, the reason why the feds came in and pretty much put him in custody is because when you got these kind of charges, when you got everybody coming at you like this is serious business now. This ain't no game. they realized that Diddy, he's a dangerous man. Now, a lot of people gonna get in trouble behind this because you know he gonna talk, right? You know Diddy gonna talk. That's right. Diddy is gonna talk. He's gonna spill the beans. He's gonna talk about the secrets of the industry. He's gonna talk about other people and their involvement. Yeah, that's right. Which means a lot of you guys that been hiding in the shadows, yeah, you're going down too. It's not just Diddy. It's not just Diddy, nah. It's too easy. See, there's no way that Diddy gonna take the fall by himself. No. There's other people involved, other high-profile men that benefited. Yeah, they all benefited and took advantage of women, underage girls, even underage boys. Yeah, y'all didn't know that? Y'all didn't know the things that Diddy was into? All of those rappers, all them young R&B singers, Diddy done touched all of them. Yeah. See, in the industry, you got to get touched. Somebody gonna touch you in the industry. And Diddy not only was touching the women, but he was touching the young men too. See, all of the young females that came into the industry back in the days, thinking they got talent, all of them got smashed. All of them had to top off the executives in the record labels. This was like common practice. Like, I know you don't want to hear that. I understand. You probably think it's all about talent. But nah, man, back in the 90s, nah, bro, you bugging out. In the 90s, man, I tell you, man, back then, if you were a woman and you wanted to get into the industry, you had to top off the executives. I know you don't want to hear that, but I'm just telling you the truth. You didn't come to no record label because you were pretty and it was like, oh yeah, this is a pretty singer. Nah, fam, you had to get turned out. I'm just telling you the truth. You had to get turned out because it was just the way the industry was. And see, a lot of y'all thought it was just women that was getting turned out, but no, it was young men too. They got Tevin Campbell. They got Usher, the B2Ks. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these guys had to turn around, man. I know it's bothering you, but they had to do it. In order to get that deal, you had to do it. So Diddy allegedly, you know what I mean, was playing around with a lot of these boys. Y'all remember when he was talking with Usher, right? And he was like, yeah, you know, we slept in the same bed. And, you know, we used to play fight like brothers, you know. We used to fight over the cereal. Nah, bro, nah. If you in the same bed with a ninja, bro, we already know what that is. No man should be in the same bed with another man. I don't care if it's a queen size bed. I don't care if it's a king size bed. No two men belong in the same bed. No, you in the bed, he out in the living room on the couch somewhere. Not even in the same room, bro. It looks suspect either way. Because if you on the bed and he on the floor, it could have been a situation where you and him was in the bed and you fell out on the floor. So even being on the floor is suspect. Do you understand? So if you're a brother, don't ever get caught in a situation where you fell asleep and your man's in them bed and your man's is on your side sleeping and you sleeping on the other side. Because all we got to do is just take a photo of that, put it on social media, and you done. How you going to explain yourself out of that one? You in bed with a man, bro. The only person you should be in bed with as a dude is with a woman. That's what a bed was for. See, they got Usher. Yeah, Usher's talented. Ain't no doubt about that. But he already got touched. They destroyed Tevin Campbell, man. They blew his back out. I know it's bothering you. I know it's kind of shocking, but they got him. They messed up Tevin Campbell, fam. When y'all heard him singing, you knew something was wrong with him already. Before the rumors even started, before the truth even dropped, you already knew he got touched. Diddy done got everybody, fam. Men, women, and children. Allegedly. Somebody said, what about Biggie? He got Biggie too. See, a lot of y'all thought that Biggie ain't get touched. Everybody got touched, fam. I know it's burning you up. I know. Y'all don't want to believe that, fam. Y'all want to believe that all these rappers, especially the gangster rappers, you really want to believe that all those rappers was just gangster. Nah. Those rappers was getting piped down, fam, in the studios, at the private parties. That's what the industry does. And I know it hurts. I know it bothers you. But it is what it is, man. They got Tupac too. What are you talking about? They got Tupac too. Everybody got. Come on, fam. How many times I gotta prove this type of stuff, fam? We do this all the time. Like, seriously. We do this all the time, and people keep getting mad at me. I understand, you know, Tupac was a great rapper. I get it. But at the end of the day, they got him. And I know that it bothers a lot of people. But they got Tupac, fam. Let me bring up a receipt. Let me see if I can get a receipt. Because people don't get it, fam. They really don't. So I gotta, you know, kind of make you understand how serious this is. Let me see if I can get these receipts. We do this all the time, but from time to time, we gotta kind of give you a recap of what's going on, because it's just sad. But this is what you gotta do when you're in the industry. See, they can't do that mess with me. That's why I'm not in that industry. I ain't doing that, fam. I ain't going to no secret parties. You know what I mean? As soon as I see something questionable, I got to leave. You can stay if you want. I got to go. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, fam. Because I'm trying to tell you that, you know, they got him, bro. Check it out, fam. Come on now. You don't got nothing to say now, right? That's what they did to your mans, bro. Come on now. There's your mans, bro. Come on now. Thug life. That's what they did to him, bro. I know it's bothering some people, man, but the truth is the truth, bro. That right there is not thug life, bro. That right there that's not cool. I'm sorry. This is what they did to your mans, bro. Come on now. Bubbles and tubs and nah. Nah, bro. You can't be doing that, fam. All of the rappers, bro, they got all of these guys. Don't be fooled with all of this gangster. Everybody's a thug and nah, bro. When you in that industry and money is to be made, dudes will go this way in order to get that check. I'm telling you what I know. They will definitely do what they got to do. Now, Diddy is going to be going away for a long time. A lot of people going down with him. Who's going down with Diddy on this one? I don't know, but a lot of heavy hitters, they're about to be brought up on charges. Because Diddy is not, you have to understand something. Diddy's not going to go down by himself. All of you guys that were rolling with him, y'all all coming down with him. Y'all all coming down with him. Everybody's getting paid. Look at all the people that's suing him right now. One other dude was suing him for $100 million. Another lady just came forward. Another woman said she's suing him for $20 million. Like, damn. I mean, come on. How much dirt you gonna possibly do before the feds take you in? When the feds come for you, is because there's too much evidence on you of trafficking and various other situations, man. It's over for Diddy. It's over. He's done. Now, if they taking Diddy down, what about all these other moguls? They all next, because each and every one of them have an involvement. Soon, listen, you mark my words, fam. You mark my words. Soon, hear this. There's going to be a real investigation on the death of Aaliyah. I'm telling you, because all of them folks in the industry done piped her down, bro. All of them. All of them media moguls, all of the executives, the executive producers and CEOs, all of those dudes. From the Dashes to the Jay-Z's to the P. Diddy's, you name all of them. They done piped down Aaliyah. And then she turned up dead. Who got paid when she died? They're going to investigate that death. And I guarantee you those names is going to come up. Because again, it goes back to what I told you. In the 90s, it was a dark time in the rap industry. All women that came into the industry and all young men were getting piped down in the record labels. That was the way you had to sign your contract, in blood. And the reason for this is, if you was a female, they had to turn you out as a way of breaking you into the special group. If you was a dude, they had to do some ungodly things to you and record it on tape. Just in case you get out of line, they could leak the tape, destroy your reputation. So they would get you in compromising positions. And when I say positions, I mean real positions. And they'll tell you, look, if you want this contract, you got to do this. Brothers coming out of the hood, some brothers coming out of penitentiary, they don't got nothing. Dudes used to sit there and cry, but like, bro, that's not me. I don't really get down like that, bro. It's like, look, you want this check? Yeah, I want the check. Well, you're going to have to check them cheeks. This is what went down in the industry in the 90s. See, some of y'all don't believe this. Y'all think this is fantasy, this is a game, conspiracy. No, this is what went down. This is why Diddy is arrested. This is why everything is coming out. Don't let nobody fool you. A lot of these industry executives been doing so much dirt. They thought they got away with it. And now that Diddy is arrested, you don't think he gonna talk? You don't think he gonna spill the beans on what really went down? Now, is it wrong that he gonna snitch? It's wrong because, again, for those of you that don't understand what snitching is, let me break it down for you, right? Snitching is when me and you did dirt, I get caught, and rather than me just, because I'm upset I got caught, and I realize that you free, you making money, you still smashing chicks, I'm mad. So because I'm pissed that I got caught and I got to do this time, the feds in them is like, yo, we'll give you some options. If you could just tell us the truth. We know it wasn't just you. Look, we'll make this easy for you. You give us a few names, we'll guarantee you a less sentence. How about that? We'll get your attorney. We'll get them in here. We'll have it in writing. We'll get everything sorted. Your attorney shows up. He's there. The recorders is going. We're offering him a deal. He give us a few names. We give him a less sentence. You know what? Yo, Derek was there too. You mean Derek in this photo right here? Yeah. Don't tell him I said that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you say that I did that, man, yo, I'm done. You're telling us right now. What are you talking about? You made a deal. You know what? Forget it. It was Derek, Deshaun, Mikey. Yeah, they were there. Yeah, who cares? I don't care. You know what I mean? They ain't come visit me. Yeah, they were there. And I'm not really snitching. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know. See, you already snitched. That's snitching. If we all did the dirt together, you got caught. Why you ratting me out? You made a deal. That's a snitch. Now, this is what a snitch is not. Me and you both robbed the bank. We leave in the getaway car. But Miss Jackson, the 70-year-old woman from across the street, she got a camera on her house. And it filmed the whole thing. It saw us coming out the bank. She turned the video over to the police. It got our face. They tracked us down. We got arrested. Did Granny snitch? No. Because Granny wasn't involved in the crime. Granny was just minding her business. The crime was caught. She reported it to the police. You guys got locked up. So if Diddy start talking about all these other industry cats and their involvement with sex trafficking and private parties, because think about this, at the Diddy parties, no cell phones allowed. You go to a Diddy party, they tell you at the door, you got to put that cell phone up. You got to put that cell phone up, fam. You can't bring it in here. Now, of course, you know they had some people that probably had the cell phones and they was able to record certain things. And in these parties, or anything goes. These parties were freak parties. In these particular parties, you would think that dudes would be doing freaky things with ladies. Nah. Nah, man. Not at a Diddy party, man. Just look online and look at all the headlines and the stories of different cats, and they would ask them, yo, what about them Diddy parties? Come on now. I believe just the other day, you could correct me if I'm wrong, I believe one of the Wayans brothers was interviewed by, I believe it's Shannon Sharpe. Speaking of Shannon Sharpe, man, we got to cover the story with him getting caught with his pants down. You know what I mean? Smashing a chick on IG Live, talking about he made a mistake and go live. Fam, that's cap. That's cap. You ain't make no mistake and go live. You know how many different buttons on your phone you gotta press in order to go live? Shout out to Choke No Joke. Can't take no credit for his words. That's what he brought it out. We gotta cover the story. Salute to Choke No Joke. He brought it out that there's no way that Shannon Sharpe made a mistake and went live on IG. That was all staged, in my opinion, to quiet down any sort of like gay rumor. Because they were saying that there's a possibility that Shannon Sharpe might be like that. So the whole situation with Shannon, that wasn't a mistake. That was a staged event to make him look like he out here banging women. But the thing is, if you really study the tapes, it would imply that Shannon is a minute man. Because when the tape starts, it lasted 1 minute. So word on the street is Shannon Sharpe is a minute man. How about that? I'm just saying, fam. So now, what is Diddy doing right now? He's answering questions. He's talking. He's telling on everybody. Who you think is going down next? Is Jay-Z going to get caught up in the mix? Come on now. Who's going to get caught up in the mix? Who hanged around Diddy a lot? A lot of these cats is going down, fam. A lot of these cats is going down, bro. Just think about all of the dirt that went on at private parties and all the celebrities that were there that know what went down. All of the sex trafficking. All of the young underage girls that was like a delicacy. And let's not forget the young boys that was at these parties. Think about this. Why would Diddy not want you to have your cell phone at the party? Because you had dudes at these parties topping off other dudes. They didn't want none of this stuff on tape. It was a place where people can go and express their freaky deaky, fam. People always said Diddy parties was the wildest parties. We're not talking about music, y'all. We're talking about freaky deaky. Anything goes. You could literally be in Diddy's parties getting topped. A woman could be topping you off right there in the cut. While everybody walking around mingling, you getting head right there. It was that kind of party. Dudes would be in the corner getting it in right there in the corner. People at the bar like this and like, what the heck is going on here? Chicks over there eating filet mignon. You know what I mean by filet mignon. And it's going on. And only those that went to these parties knew about it. That's why when you see these interviews with all these celebrities, they would talk about, so how was those Diddy parties? They'd be like, yo, them Diddy parties was crazy. And they would always mention, you couldn't have your cell phone. You can't have your cell phone. They would be like, yo, let's get them cell phones. Let me get them cell phones. Give me them phones. Because a lot of people were involved in the sex trafficking. That's why I'm saying people going down, bro. People going down in this one. Let me see. Shout out to Taylor for the support. Says, it's just so sad to see what people will do for fame. It is what it is, you know. But it's pretty much everybody in the industry. See, I might have to do a documentary on the music industry because I had an opportunity to be in the industry and I turned it down. I had a major opportunity. I had a major distribution deal back in the day. Me and the crew that I was rolling with, I turned that stuff down because I already knew what it was when they wanted to change up the way I moved. And this is something that a lot of artists had to do. They ain't gonna tell you, but be honest with you, back in the day, a lot of artists came into the industry one way, and as soon as they get in, they start trying to switch you up. Like, you could be a dude that come in and you want to rap about something conscious or uplifting. They'll tell you, man, forget that. You got to hold a gun in the music video. A gun? I don't really, fam, you need to do that. That's what's going to make it sell. That's what's going to make people going to think you gangster. Listen, a lot of rappers that came into the industry back in the days was not about that life. I'm telling you, it's a gimmick. It's an image. Even till this day, everybody that you see in the rap thing going crazy, they got all these burners in the videos. Everybody at the trap house. Everybody, that's how he wilding out, gooning in the streets. Thug 'em, shoot 'em up. The ops. It's a gimmick. The more gangster, the more people ride with you until you actually crash out and then you end up dead. And then now people forget about you. Just look at Fulio. He went out there and crashed out in that song, dancing on people's graves. You think that was going to be sweet? Nah, somebody's going to come back and clap you, bro. And then now the people that clapped him, now them dudes about to be in prison, getting their cheeks clapped. You see how that work? It's like the devil used one to do dirt, then he make the other one do dirt, and he's just putting y'all all under the dirt. These rappers will go out there and make millions of dollars and still don't know how to get out of the hood. Imagine making a bunch of money and the hood is still in your mind. Imagine a P. Diddy making billions of dollars and ruining his life still. That's crazy. Shout out to Light Brown Eyes for the support. It says the movie Eyes Wide Shut tells what goes on at these parties. Yeah. Definitely tell you what goes on at these parties. The Diddy parties, man, is like Mardi Gras. It's like a Mardi Gras times 10. And if you know anything about Mardi Gras, you already don't know what goes down. Times 10. That's the Diddy parties. You remember the situation that happened where you had it was Diddy. I think it was Jadakiss. Was Jadakiss? Yeah, it was Jadakiss. You had what's this other brother? Jadakiss. The other dude from Drink Champs. Y'all know who the characters are, right? What's the dude name? Diddy was like, yo. He's like, yo, man, we got a party. Hey, daddy, we got a party. What? Jadakiss looking at him like, but he wanted the other brother. What's his name? Fabulous. That's it. Fabulous was looking at Diddy like feeling very uncomfortable. But Diddy was drunk. And you know, when Diddy drunk, that side of him come out. So Diddy was licking his lips and he was like, he was thirsty for Fab, yo. Dude was like, hey, yo, daddy, when we gonna party though? Fab was like, we partied before. We partied before, Diddy. He was like, nah, baby. When we gonna party though? Know what I'm saying? You gotta come to one of my parties. Fam, he was talking to Fab like he would be pushing up on a woman he want to smash, bro. If you really, listen, if you really pay attention to those tapes and you look at how Diddy was moving, if you play back those tapes and look at the way Diddy was moving, it was as if though he was kicking game to a woman he want to sleep with. That's my word, fam. That's not the way a dude talk to another man. That's the way a dude talk when he trying to get a woman to come to the party. You understand? So that's to show what really go down. Now, Jadakiss knew what was going down. Jadakiss is from the streets, so he already knew. He already peeped the game. He looking at Diddy like, now I'm not saying every rapper in the industry got, but for the most part, a lot of these rappers got touched. A lot of them got touched. That's why they be acting extra gangster, because they trying to get back their manhood. A lot of these guys had to take pills. They had to drink heavy alcohol before they got their back blown out and had to do unthinkable, ungodly things. Believe it or not, if you know who these rappers were, you would be like, dag, bro. Remember back in the day, what's that woman? The gossip lady, man. Wendy? I think it's Wendy Williams. Back in the day, see, some of you might not know all of this, but back in the day, Wendy Williams got the word on the street on who all the rappers were in the industry. And she was about to leak the information. She got the info. The info came at her desk. And she was going to tell the world who these rappers were. And the way it played out, at least from my view, it seemed like if somebody got to her and either threatened her or probably paid her to stay quiet, she had the word. Maybe somebody had the tape. She was very confident she was going to break the story. I don't know if she ever did, but I remember that clear as day. It was big news. She was like, she's about to release information on all of the rappers in the industry by name. And the way she was talking, she was like, you wouldn't believe who they are. She said she's shocked because she already know who they are. That's why I'm saying in the industry, you have a lot of people, whether they're actors, rappers, singers, everybody know who's like this in the industry. Everybody know. There ain't no secrets. To us, it's like shocking news when we find out, oh, so-and-so did this and dag, I ain't know so-and-so was into that. It's shocking to us, but in the industry, everybody know who's who. You understand what I'm saying? Like they got Jamie Foxx already. A lot of the Wayans brothers, they got them. All of these comedian guys, a lot of those guys, all of them brothers been touched already. They had to. You can't get to the level of success in the industry without going through that door. You know, like Hassan be saying the door. Well, guess what? That's real. That's real. The director's couch, all of that stuff is real. It's bad for women because with women, they pass y'all around. That's the thing that's disgusting about it. When you're a woman in the industry, you get passed around. They pass you around to everybody. They'll be like, yo, I want you to meet my new female artist. And you come in there looking pretty. You thinking you just talented, you good. You think Diddy gonna take care of you. But really, he bringing you to this other executive so that you can top him off. Just the way, that's how you gonna get in. They got Foxy Brown. They got her back in the day. They were passing her around. You know what I'm saying? Lil' Kim. They man. And Foxy Brown, she lived in my area out in Flatbush, East 21st, I believe she lived on, in Brooklyn. I was on Argyle Road between Church and Caton. A lot of rappers came from out there. You even had Little Vicious, the young brother that was rapping back in the days. He was pretty much a one-hit wonder. Y'all probably don't even know who he is, but Mary J. Blige, they got her, fam. They took well advantage of her. That's why she had a lot of emotional damage. That's why all of her songs was nothing but I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna dry my tears, and all this other nonsense. It's like every song she made was just sadness due to relationships, because again, the amount of men, the industry messed her up. They messed up all these women, fam. You know? But getting back to Diddy, man, that man is about to do time. Will he get bail? Yeah. He got the money. So he'll be able to get bail. But they want Diddy in custody for one reason only, so that he can talk about everybody that was involved. This is going to turn into a messy situation because he's going to rat everybody out. Diddy is not going down by himself. He's taking others with him. He's going to start to name names. We're going to see other careers fall because of the situation here. Diddy is definitely not going down by himself. I don't think Diddy going to take himself out. No. He ain't going to take himself out. If he's a high risk, then they might hold on to him. If he's one of them high risk guys, they might hold on to him. Yeah, Aaliyah was passed around dirty, man. They did her dirty, fam. Everybody was passing her around. They were tapping that thing left and right. Everybody was tapping her, bro. Diddy, Dash, Kells, Jay-Z, and a host of other ninjas in the industry. They were all tapping that thing, bro. And it was to the point where they were literally beefing over her. A lot of y'all don't know this. This may be new, but they were literally beefing over Aaliyah. Because she was the finest chick in the industry at that time. No cap. She was the finest chick in the industry at that time. Everybody knows that. If she would have been alive, like up till now, like she would have been very successful. But in my opinion, like, yeah, back then, yeah, she was pretty much one of the finest back then. You had a few others, but I'm talking about from that time. Yeah, she was the finest. She was fine. What's that other chick? The chick that's with Nelly. What's that chick name? I think she's with Nelly. Forgot her name. Ashanti. Yeah, Ashanti's a baddie. Ashanti and the other one, somebody had mentioned her name in the chat, the Indian looking chick. I thought she was probably Trinidadian. I don't know. Maya, I think her name is. I think that's her name, Maya. Them three chicks to me was always bad. Ashanti to me was number one. A lot of people, I don't know why people sleeping on Ashanti. To me, she was one of the baddest chicks in the industry. People be putting Beyonce up there. Forget Beyonce, fam. Ashanti, yeah. And Kelly Rowland, yeah. Definitely baddies, right? No doubt about that. But nonetheless, getting back to the point, all of them chicks, man. See, Maya, she got herself out of a situation. If you look at the industry and you look at the tapes and you follow, listen, you have to be a real historian of the industry to know that Maya, she escaped. She escaped getting got. If you look at her interviews, if you look at the tapes and the interviews, you can see it on her face. They tried to get her, y'all. They tried to get Maya, fam. They tried to get Maya. They all wanted to gangbang her. They all wanted to smut her out. She said, no, you're not doing this to me. You're not doing this to me. Some women escaped. I'm not saying all of these women did dirt. Maybe she did some things. Maybe she did some things and then realized, you know what? I had enough. I'm out. Because the way the industry work is you can't even get in without doing something. I'm just telling you straight. The way the industry is, you just can't be talented and think you good. That's not how it is. The industry don't work like that, bro. DMX tried to warn you about the industry. Y'all not listening, man. DMX warned you about the industry. Michael Jackson warned you about the industry. Come on now. Prince warned you about the industry. Maya warned you about the industry. They did Left Eye. What do you think? How do you think she died, fam? Come on, man. The industry. They did all of these people dirty. Let me explain something to you, fam. Jennifer Lopez. A lot of y'all probably like, man, she's this, she that. Fam, they done, the industry done had their way with Jennifer Lopez, bro. I could write a book on all the women in the industry that got passed around, bro. Because remember, they picked up Jennifer Lopez from the Wayans brothers and them guys doing their so-called sitcom, where she pretty much was doing her thing over there. A lot of celebrities came out of that situation with the Wayans brothers. A lot of celebrities, a lot of talent, a lot of people. That's where Jennifer Lopez got her break. Yeah, she did date Diddy. Now think about this. She dated Diddy. So what do you think went down? Jennifer saw the drugs. She saw the sex trafficking. She knew about the private parties. She knew about the freaky deaky stuff. She knows about it all. That's why when you look at Jennifer Lopez and you look at all the relationships she had and all the failed relationships she had, it's very apparent who ruined her life. Diddy. You know? Jennifer Lopez was getting passed around even from the day of being with the Wayans brothers with their popular show that they had at that time. She was getting passed around even then. That's how she was able to break into the music business. Do you understand? It's because she was getting passed around. That was the only way a woman in that time can rise to success. She had to top people off in the industry. I know it sounds bad, but I'm just telling you the truth. In the industry, they're not going to tell you these things, but this is what goes down. Similar to at the 9 to 5. You got women in the 9 to 5. Hey, they might top the supervisor real fast. You know what I mean? Work their way up the ranks. It happens. You even have dudes that'll mess with a male supervisor in order to get a promotion. Happens every day. All I'm saying is look at J-Lo, look at her life, look at the things she's been through, look at all the relationships, look at all the different dudes J-Lo done been with, fam. If you do a Google search on all of J-Lo's relationships, right? Let me just see if I can do this, right? All J-Lo ex-boyfriends. Let's see. Wow. Man. This is crazy. Man, oh man. This is wild. It's crazy. And all of these guys, this just goes to show, fam. This is just a mess. These people just be tearing these women up, bro. Alex Rodriguez. Who else we got here? Maxim. This guy appears to be Russian. Clearly, that's a Russian last name. Who else we got? David Cruz. Who's this? Drake. Casper Smart. Johnny. Chris. Diddy. Chris Jude. Mark Anthony. Ben Affleck. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, fam. It even have Wesley Snipes. What? Nah. Wesley Snipes. Bradley Cooper. Man, this is crazy, bro. Tommy Mottola. Yo. This is wild, man. Rodrigo Santero. Man, listen, everybody been tapping that thing, bro. Everybody, them cheeks been getting clapped like this. Them cheeks was getting clapped deep. I know it's bad, man, but somebody got to tell you the truth. This is why Diddy is in hot water right now. So now think about this. J-Lo know the real Diddy. Think about all the things Diddy did to J-Lo. Think about all the things he did to her body and what other men did to J-Lo because of her connection with Diddy. Look at what he did with Cassie. You saw all the mess that Cassie said happened to her. Diddy used to hire male strippers to come to the crib, and they would blow Cassie's back out while Diddy is on the couch watching. Like 3 men will be tearing Cassie apart. Like right in front of Diddy, and Diddy is sitting there getting turned on by all of that mess. That's the Diddy parties right there. That's the Diddy parties right there, man. Y'all think this is like I'm just playing around. Fam, at Diddy parties, let me explain something to you, man. Think of all of the madness that you could possibly imagine. That is what went down at Diddy's parties. At Diddy's parties, everybody will be mingling, the bar, dancing, and there would be one woman right there getting gang banged by 3 guys in like a cube with lights as entertainment. In other words, real life action is happening right there. Yeah. In other words, rather than people watching a flick, Diddy's parties would be a cube with lights, and you would see real people in there getting it in, and people would be there with their drinks like this. Yo, what up, bro? Yo, what up? Yo. Hey, yo, you checking this out right here? Yeah, man. That's the Diddy party, fam. If those walls could talk. Anytime a celebrity randomly passes away, I think they caught the monster. Could be. Or it could be that they took them out on purpose because they were going to be a witness to something. All of these rappers and singers that be dying, especially the women, I believe they purposely killed them because they knew they were going to talk. Aaliyah was going to talk. That's why they killed her. And if you notice, anytime they die, their album is about to drop. If you do your research about the industry, right? This is why we talk about the blood sacrifices, because the blood sacrifice ritual is real. Because when a rapper, singer, whatever the case is murdered, right? And they got a contract, the record labels get the insurance money. Wrongful death insurance, various other things. They're able to make these claims. So let's say they might have a $20 million policy on an artist or whatever amount of money. When that artist die, the record label collect. So let's say, for example, you have a 5-album deal with me. You only completed album 1. By the time we got to album 2 and we released album 2, it flopped. Ain't no money being made. You on the second album. You owe me 3 more. The second album flopped. I know I ain't gonna make no more money, but I got that $20 million insurance policy on you. You see that? If you do your research, ladies and gentlemen, look at all the rappers. Look at all the singers. Everybody died right before their album dropped. Right before their album dropped. Why? Look at Aaliyah. She died right after filming the movie Queen of the Dam. And her album dropped. Biggie, Life After Death, the double album. He ain't get to see his album. At least he ain't get to see the sales or the release. You look at all the rappers, all the singers, everybody died right before their song was dropping. They got paid off of Takeoff's death, fam. Rapper Takeoff. They murdered him. The industry. Because he wanted to do his own thing. Takeoff was about to take off and do his own thing. They said, nah. You can't go, bro. You the mastermind behind the Migos. So they got Quavo to line them up. I know y'all don't want to believe that. Y'all really don't want to believe that, fam. Go look at all my old videos. I covered the case with Takeoff. I made some of the best videos on YouTube regarding the Takeoff case. The best investigative reporting ever in the history of YouTube. Quavo lined them up. He did. I know you don't want to believe that, but all of these rappers, man, they line each other up to get the bag. Because Takeoff was leaving, fam. He was about to go do his own thing. He was done. They said, nah, if you think you're going to leave, you're going to leave in a body bag. If you go back and look at the tapes of that night when Takeoff died, fam, that was a setup. That was a setup, man. Quavo, you set him up, bro. I don't care what nobody say. You set him up, man. Bro, man didn't even know he died. It happened so fast, he didn't even know he died. All them people was up in there, ain't nobody been investigated. Think about this now. Mob ties, mob ties. Ain't nobody been investigated. J. Prince Jr. was there. Migo Bands was there. The entourage of all these crews were there. Everybody knew who had guns. So what's good? What's going on? How nobody don't know what it is? Y'all got the shell casings. Whatever happened to the case? Whatever happened with the case with Takeoff? Oh, we got to bring that back. What happened with the investigation, y'all? What's going on? See, they made us forget about it, but I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to bring back the case of Takeoff, fam. He deserves justice, fam. We got to bring that case back. You got to get that case back in the algorithm. I'm going to rehash my old videos and we're going to bring back light to that situation because heads got to roll for that situation, man. They took that young brother out in his prime, did him dirty, left him on the ground for dead. And then everybody turned blind eye and act like they don't know what's going on. All them females, this is why I keep telling you brothers, man, y'all get a little bread, you start having these females around you thinking everything is sweet. Fam, none of those females came forward to testify, to share any details on what they saw. That's cold, bro. That lets you know right there. All them female groupies y'all be wanting to have around y'all, fam, they just there for the money. They just there for the flashy cars, for the diamonds. That's it. Because when things really pop off, they stay quiet. You know why? Because the Prince family done contacted everybody. The Prince family, they contacted everybody and told everybody, shh. They threatened others, man. J. Prince Jr., the whole Prince family put out threats, y'all, to silence everybody. Why do you think when all the drama was going down, J. Prince went on a crusade on what's this brother, what's this guy channel, man? The brother that his son had passed away. Gilly. $1 million. All right, appreciate it. $1 million worth of game. They went to $1 million worth of game with I think it's Wallow and Gilly. And they did their interview and whatnot. And you could tell that they were doing a lot of damage control, man. They know they did Takeoff in, man. Everybody know. Listen, the industry talking, bro. The industry, everybody in the industry know that the Prince family is responsible for that situation. Let's just call it what it is. They responsible, bro. They did that. It was an inside job. Everybody know, but look at what happened. Nobody's doing nothing about it. Nobody's doing nothing about it, y'all. This is crazy, man. They took Takeoff out. So what do you think they do in the industry every day? They take brothers out. Why do you think Diddy got Biggie out of the game? For the same reason they killed Takeoff, fam. Bro, let me tell you something, man. A lot of y'all don't know the history with Biggie, bro. That dude was about to break free from Bad Boy. He recognized his success. He recognized his potential. If you go back into all of the old tapes, the old archives, the old interviews, what was that magazine, the Source magazines? You go back into the old files from way back in the 90s, fam. Biggie was leaving Bad Boy. He wanted to go do his own thing. He recognized he didn't need Diddy no more. He realized, yo, man, I'm good. Once Diddy recognized that he was gonna lose Biggie, said, nah, I can't do that, bro. You ain't going nowhere. Nah. Diddy ruin Craig Mack? Who do you think destroyed Craig Mack? Who do you think messed up Craig Mack? Diddy. Rapper Shyne? You remember the rapper Shyne? I remember from back in the day, fam. On Flatbush when I used to live out there. This is after Biggie died, of course. We over there chilling on the block. One of my mans and them came with a mixtape. Was like, yo, check this out, bro. He played it. I'm hearing the dude rap. I'm like, yo, that's Biggie? Yo, I didn't know he had some old joints. It's like, nah, that's not Biggie. I'm like, bro, stop. That's Biggie, man. Nah, that's not Biggie. That's not Biggie. That's this dude named Shyne. Shyne, who that? This artist, yo, he's coming up in the game. Yo, he sound like Biggie, bro. Once Diddy heard Shyne, he put him on. Now, check this out, y'all. Watch this. When Diddy put Shyne on, his goal was to get the same effect of what Biggie was getting, but it backfired on him. People weren't happy with it. Again, you got to know the history. Now, they appreciate the few drops that Shyne put out, but at the end of the day, they weren't too happy with him sounding similar to Biggie. I can't explain why, but I get it. People were really fans of Biggie. They didn't want to hear nobody that sound like Biggie. They did not welcome that too good. And Diddy realized that. So when Shyne got caught up in some trouble, it's like Diddy turned his back on the man. That was all a part of the setup. They were trying to get rid of him. You see what I'm saying? Diddy didn't look out for Shyne in a situation that could have implicated Diddy too. And instead, Shyne ended up doing time. This is what goes down in the industry. They don't really care about you. You're just a number. Just like when you go to the 9 to 5 and you do your job and you think your job got love for you, next minute they fire you or lay you off and you're like, damn, bro, like I got a mortgage, I got a house, I got kids, fam. Bro, how y'all gonna let me go like that? I've been here for 15 years, bro. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to let you go. Fam, what am I gonna do, bro? I'm really sorry. Corporate is saying that we need to do cuts to maximize our profits. And based on our analysis of the situation, we decided to lay off about, 15% of our workforce. That's how it is. They'll get rid of you. Same thing in the industry. Doesn't matter how fine you are, how cute you are as a woman. You would think, who would want to kill Aaliyah? Who would want to kill Aaliyah? Who would want to kill Left Eye? Lopez. Who would want to kill her? Come on now. They set her up. She never wanted to go on the plane, y'all. They gave her something because she had like some sort of, I'm not sure if she had a headache. Go back and study the history. she had like a headache, and she didn't want to go on the flight. And they was it her or was it Aaliyah? I'm kind of confused. Was it Aaliyah or was it Left Eye? One of them had a headache and they gave one of them a pill or some sort of stuff and she fell asleep and they boarded her up on that plane. Come on, man. They set her up because she ain't want to go on the plane. You saying it was Aaliyah? Now, how you gonna give somebody some sort of drug, make them fall asleep, and then bring them on the plane because you knew it was their death? They lined her up, man. Now, who she was rocking with back then? Follow the money. Follow the money. Diddy was the one responsible for Biggie's death. I don't care what nobody say. You understand? He was responsible. And it was designed to make it seem like it was retaliation from the West Coast. You got to put it all together. That's how the war was created. That was designed to sell records. They created that beef, man. And people lost their lives. Tupac and Biggie, fam. Remember when they put Tupac to diss Biggie's wife? Everybody was blowing her back out. These are things that y'all don't understand, fam. Biggie's wife? Fam, they were tapping that thing, bro. Like, this is real news. This is serious. That's why when Pac made the diss track, that stuff pissed Biggie off, man. They put those brothers to go at each other like that over misunderstandings. That whole situation with Biggie and Pac, that was over misunderstandings. That wasn't even supposed to go down like that. This is why I keep saying a lot of times when y'all be seeing these rappers beefing, it be the people that be edging them on. It be the people. You said Diddy set Pac to get shot. Well, remember, before Pac got taken out, there was other attempts on him. Look at a brother, what's the other brother from Run DMC? The DJ that got taken out. The industry took him out too. The industry took him out too. All of these guys. Jam Master Jay. All of those guys got taken out. Now, let me get this straight. Was it again, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it Tupac, the first place where Tupac got shot? I'm trying to remember this thing clearly. Was it at the same studio area? Or I'm confusing that with another story. I'm trying to remember all of this stuff, because remember, I'm not even Google searching nothing. I'm just remembering stuff off the top of my head. Because they tried to kill that man at the studio and it failed. And then he came out and he was on the news. He's like, yeah, you know, y'all shot me, but it is what it is. Like, I'm still here. They been wanted him dead, bro. They wanted him dead. He said Pac was shot at Quad in downtown. Okay, so it was two different studios. All right. Because the way I'm looking at it, maybe I got to go back and do the research, because the way I'm looking at it, it was the same studio. I'm kind of going to lean to that one, but I'm going to have to do my research on that. But the way I'm looking at it, if I can remember the story, it's like both of those guys were pretty much dealt with at the same location. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's why I said correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to put out false information. Right? No, I'm not talking about where Pac died. I'm more or less talking about where he got shot. Okay, Ty said I recorded at Jay's studio. It's not the same, bro. Okay. I'll take your word for it. You said you recorded over there? Cool. So it's not the same spot. We have somebody that recorded at the studio. Somebody else said it was the same studio. See, this is what I'm saying, man. Let's just leave it alone. Let's just leave it alone because I don't want to put out the wrong information. You know what I mean? You said Diddy was behind Biggie's car in 97. I wouldn't be surprised. They wanted Biggie dead. Biggie was leaving Bad Boy. If anybody was alive back then and you following all of the news articles and the hidden underground news, Biggie wanted out of Bad Boy. Everybody keep looking at it as Biggie and Bad Boy and Diddy, they were all cool. It wasn't like that at Bad Boy, fam. It wasn't like that. When you saw Diddy and Biggie in the cameras, they looked like they cool. But they were not really like cool. There was a lot of issues. And Biggie felt that he was bigger than the situation. He's like, listen, I don't need you. I'm the man. And rightfully so. Biggie was on top of the world. Nobody could touch Biggie back in the day, man. Nobody. He was crazy, man. Listen, if Biggie would have still been alive today, there would be no Jay-Z's. I mean, as much as y'all want to give Jay-Z props and all this other stuff, nah. If Biggie was still around, there would be no Jay-Z, man. Jay-Z is good, but he's not better than Nas, in my opinion. Nah. And everybody keeps sleeping on Jadakiss. I don't understand what's the matter with people. Like, a lot of people bugging out. It's like people put certain rappers on this pedestal up here when you have other rappers that destroy all of those rappers. Like, I don't get that. But again, that's how the industry is, man. It's like the more money you got, they just crown you as the man. It's like, I don't know. I don't get that. If you look at the body of work from all these other guys, you know who really is the best rappers. It's just that they put certain people on the top because they got money and power. So you know how that go. It's politics. Jadakiss is just, y'all already know what it is, man. I don't even have to say nothing, man. Come on. Everybody know the game already. It's just that certain rappers, because they had certain songs, it was popular. But when it comes to like actual rap skills, you already done know who win that battle, man. The way I see it, man, there's a lot of stuff that's gonna come out of this situation with Diddy. They might even bring up the whole Biggie situation. That might even be brought up. The death of Biggie, that might come into play. Because Diddy is going to start to rat on other people in the industry. They're going to ask questions. Now, you have to understand something about the feds, right? The feds, listen to this carefully. The feds will have you and your team living your best life for 10 years straight. You'll be living your best life for 10 years. And they'll let y'all rock out for 10 years. And they gathering info. Most Most of the guys that have been investigating you for 5 to 10 years straight. They got a book of information on you. And this is the final chapter. So now that they got him in custody, all bets are off the table. His money can't save him. Nobody can save him now. They're going to be like, Diddy, it's time to talk. It's time to talk, fam. It's just like I say in my videos, and I be trying to school these cats in the hood and the projects. I be trying to school y'all. Y'all don't be listening to me, fam. I've been trying to school y'all for the longest. Y'all don't want to listen. In the hood, in the projects, in every projects, listen to me very carefully, fam. Listen to me very carefully. In the hood, in the projects, in one of them apartments, on them high rises, they have surveillance with police in these apartments. They got them cameras posted down on all the different exit points in the hood, and they watching all of you brothers, fam. Now, I know a lot of y'all be doing dirt. A lot of y'all try to survive. You got to eat. You got to do what you got to do. It's survival of the fittest. At the same time, y'all be wondering why y'all be getting caught. Y'all be wondering why it's like, damn, how they got the evidence? How, fam, there's surveillance on all of those places, fam. I'm telling you the truth. This is the truth. Every project, every hood project, there's a surveillance initiative at the top floors. It's normally at the top floors. There's an apartment that is rented out. And some of you folks that live in these complexes, you notice nobody ever come out that door but once in a blue moon. And you're probably like, who the neighbor that lived there? Some of y'all don't even know who lived there. And they filming everybody and everything that goes on. And this is how they be literally bringing cases on people. You know? And most of those cameras that be in the projects that you think is like actually working, most of those cameras, they didn't even, a lot of them cameras don't even work. You probably wondering why I'm saying all of that. Most of you know I used to work for that agency. And there have been many situations that happen, and we would be like, yo, let's see the footage. And they'd be like, oh, the camera don't work. I'm like, what? So what the hell is it there for? I remember one time one of our shops got robbed, and I was pissed, bro. Somebody broke into the shop, stole all our stuff, tools, various things, and the camera's right there. We go to the office, to the superintendents and whatnot. We was like, yo, let's see the footage. They're talking about, oh, camera don't work. So what the hell you got a camera for if it don't work? What is it there for? For style? And I be thinking that it's just like a deterrent for thieves. Like, okay, if they see a camera up there, they're gonna not rob nothing. Nah, I think the camera's fake, bro. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of them are real. Some of them be real. Like in them elevators, those are real. So you walk into an elevator in a project and they got a camera there, that camera's rolling. So you got to really be careful. You know what I mean? Got to really be careful, because when the feds is connected with all of that stuff, and this is why they taking brothers from the hood every day, especially in New York, every day. They just tagging you brothers up with charges, and it's like a vacuum cleaner. And I'm trying to figure this out, like how you cats keep getting caught and there's surveillance all over the place. Like, it's really an initiative to clean up the community. So if you're doing dirt in the hood in the projects and you're dumb enough to get caught, then that's all on you, man. Like, you got to be stupid, like straight up, you know? So that's why I'm trying to figure out how a lot of these guys in the industry do dirt and they don't expect to get caught. How Diddy can do all this dirt and not expect it to fall back on him, you know? Now he arrested. Now he gonna snitch on everybody. You know he gonna talk. Why not? He's gonna talk. He's gonna rat everybody out. Anybody that had any connection to any sex trafficking, anybody he did business with, anybody that benefited from this, anybody he paid to get certain things done, all of those people gonna be indicted too. It's gonna all come out. You're gonna see other names. It's not just Diddy that's going down. This is big headline news. You think he gonna take the fall and go to prison? Nah, man. Nah. Think about how many years he been doing these things. That's why the Fed said enough is enough. Let's just go get him now. It's too much evidence. Let's just take him in. RICO charges are coming. Yeah. It's probably going to be a situation like that YSL case, fam. It's going to be a situation like that. Everybody going to be snitching. That's going to be crazy when you see the new faces that come out. You're going to be shocked. You're going to be like, oh, yo, they got so-and-so too. Yo, Diddy snitch. Now Diddy is going to be known as a snitch. Once you start seeing other people get caught up in the mix, you know Diddy snitch. So let's all agree. Once this stuff really pop off the way it is, and we start seeing other people get caught up with this Diddy situation, that's 100% proof that Diddy snitch, right or wrong. Because there's no other way anybody else could get caught up unless Diddy snitched. So if anybody else get caught up in this sex trafficking, racketeering nonsense, all this mess, we know it's because Diddy snitched. Point blank. It's a clear-cut case because the feds didn't have anything. But now that they got Diddy in their hands now, he's going to talk. I don't think that Diddy would survive in prison. I don't think that's what he want. He might work out some sort of deal. Because remember, he's still Diddy. So this can play many different ways. Because we know money has power, influence. So they might try to cut a deal with him. Or they might set him up, make him talk, and then throw the book at him. They do that too. You can't trust the feds. The feds will do you dirty too. They'll make deals with you and then turn on you with that deal. Or they'll make a deal with you thinking you were getting something, but you didn't listen carefully. They really didn't make a deal. It sounded like they made a deal, but legally, if a lawyer was listening to it, they never really made a deal. Because remember, when they're interrogating you and they're talking to you, it's being recorded. So it's not like they can make a deal. You know what I'm saying? The way these guys are trained to get information out of you, they'll make it seem, they'll talk to you as if though they're helping you, as if though they're going to give you a deal, as if though it's going to work out in your favor. But really, those are just methods by which to get you to confess. You get what I'm saying? So they can write it down, get your confession, make you say things or implicate other people. And then once you do that, they now use it against you. That's why they tell you your Miranda rights, you got the right to remain silent. You don't got to say that. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. A lot of us don't even know how to understand that. We don't even exercise our rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Well, you ready to talk to us now? Yeah, I'm ready to talk. Bro, did you not just hear what he just said? Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You ready to talk to him? You dumb. You dumb, bro. Well, I didn't really do nothing. Fam, I don't care if you didn't do nothing. Let your lawyer do the talking, bro. Don't say nothing. Do you guys not understand that your attorney is supposed to be speaking for you? If you hire an attorney, they'll tell you to shut up. Don't say nothing. Even if you're innocent, don't say nothing. I don't think people understand how serious this is with those rights. When it says you have the right to remain silent. Bro, just don't speak. You gonna talk to us? You know we got video. They lying. They don't got no video. They lying. 99.9% of the time they lying. If they had video, what are we talking for? Come on, man. I'm too smart for this nonsense. Why are we talking? If you got video, then do what you got to do. If you got video, throw the book at me then. Wasting my time talking about you got video and you want me to talk. Yeah, they don't got no video. They lying. They want the confession. They want you to say what needs to be said. So now they got that confession. You're done. Once they get a confession on tape, because this is what they did to a lot of black men back in the day. A lot of black men back in the day that didn't commit the crime. We're talking about brothers that were in the wrong place at the wrong time, but the police and everybody, the detectives, they wanted to take somebody out. So they would get a brother in there. He innocent. He ain't do nothing. He not dirty. And they would say, just agree that you did it, but we'll give you, a less of this and you'll be able to walk. And when the brother take the plea or whatever the case is, he ended up doing heavy time. That's how they used to put a lot of brothers away back in the day. A lot of brothers are in prison right now because they were talked into confessing to a crime they didn't commit. And they thought they were doing the right thing. A lot of these people had poor representation. They didn't have a good attorney. Maybe they had no attorney. They had someone appointed to them, which is really, really bad. When you facing heavy charges and the courts appoint an attorney for you, you're just cooked. Just forget about it. You're done. You better make sure you have a real attorney that's going to really fight for you, man. Because I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of attorneys, it's just a money-making job. Some attorneys really care about their case, so I'm not knocking attorneys. There are some attorneys that take these cases serious and they really do fight for you because they really believe you're innocent. But then there are attorneys that are appointed to you that all they see is a dollar. It's like just going to work, getting a check. So they could care less if you go rot in prison or not. They don't care. They don't care what the situation is about. They just getting paid. You know? Yeah, well, that's why they call lawyers, because they're liars. You know what I'm saying? And he said Stephanie said some attorneys get paid to lie. Yeah, that's because they're lawyers. Shout out to He Got Game. He says, well, Diddy, dad was a snitch, so I guess like father, like son. Well, you know, if the father was a snitch, then yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody could fill me in on the information regarding that, but it is what it is. I don't know everything. So I don't want to say his father was a snitch, but maybe you got info that I don't have. If that's true, that his father was a snitch, then like father, like son. But if you got the info, what actually happened that would make Diddy's dad a snitch? If you can. Maybe people in the audience don't even know this. I don't know. I've been following Diddy's situation, but his pops, I don't really know. They say money makes you untouchable. In some degree, yes. In some degree, money does make you untouchable. It's just that if you offended too many high-powered people, then your money can't save you. I think Diddy offended some high-powered people, not just committing crimes and doing dirt, but there's some people at the top that was offended due to all of the situations. You know? Opportunity says, I was facing prison time. I'd talk to. Oh, I guess you probably meant if you were facing prison time. I think that's probably what you meant to say. He Got Game says his dad was down with drug kingpins at Ringo. He was a dope dealer. So that means that Diddy grew up around that. He understands the game. So basically, okay, now it all makes sense now. Let me put it in terms we can understand. All right, so Diddy was raised with his pops. Is that what you're saying? So I'm assuming Diddy was raised with his pops. So if Diddy was raised with his pops was pretty much hanging around kingpins, drug dealers, you name it. Then that would mean that Diddy, as a child, saw his pops do these particular things every day. He saw how the drug game worked. He saw how dirt went down, how people took care of people, got rid of people. He's seen his dad when he was angry. He's seen all these different things. Diddy says, you know what? I'm going to start this label, go through this internship. I'm going to operate in the same footsteps as my pops. But rather than using the drugs, rather than dealing with the kingpins, I'm going to do this thing through music. And I'm going to apply pressure if an artist get out of line. If an artist get out of pocket, we're just going to take them out. That's what I'm going to do. So pretty much, Diddy started to be a pimp and a dealer of musical drugs, if we could call it that, and lived a life of walking in the shoes of his father without doing the things his father did. You know? That's if he grew up around his pops. But then again, even if he didn't grow up around his pops, like father, like son, normally, if your father was a certain way, even if you weren't raised around your father, man, you tend to have similar tendencies just like your pops. You don't even have to be around your father. Just by the pure fact you his son, you take on certain traits from your father without even knowing your father. It's in you already. If your father was a ladies' man, he got all the women, easy, with no effort. You his son, chances is you're going to benefit from the same thing. You're going to find as you growing up, it's so easy for you to pull women. You're not even trying. Somebody in your family had to tell you, hey, Deshaun, yeah, what up? Yo, you know why it's so easy for you to pull these women, bro? Out of all the fellas in the hood, bro, you always got the fly chicks. You know what? I don't know if you noticed, man, but your pops was a ladies' man. He had all the chicks, man. You know, he had all the chicks. I'm much older than you, so I know who your pops was. You was a kind of little boy, man. You wasn't really raised around him when he was doing his dirt, but he had many chicks, fam. You take on from the same, just like your pops. That happens. You just like your pops. So if your pops had a temper, if your pops was always angry, chances is you're gonna be just the same, fam. You might take on some traits from your mom, not saying feminine, but you might take on certain things from your mom. But normally, if your pops was a dude that was a certain way, you're gonna have that same thing, just like your pops. If your pops was about getting money, some of you know your pops was a go-getter. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't broke. He wasn't some dude that just sit on his ASS all day. He was out there getting it in, bro, doing what he had to do to survive. And because he had that hustler spirit, you automatically have the same hustler spirit. You don't even know why. All your friends are broke. All your friends don't want to do nothing. You're the only dude in the hood that was able to go out there and do something to make money. Whether it was good or bad, you just did it. And everybody trying to figure out how you were able to do it. You got that same hustler spirit like your pops. Same hustler spirit. Some dudes don't have that spirit. You know, they have a very passive spirit. It's like they very reserved. They don't really want to do anything. They just want to stay out the way. Whereas some are more aggressive and take risk. You know? Yeah. Tupac was leaving the Tyson fight. He went to the Tyson fight every time. He ain't missed a Tyson fight. And because of that, that was when the hit was pretty much done, because they knew his walks. They knew the way he moved. That's why I always tell you, you got to watch how you move, because when your ops know how you move, they know where your whereabouts, they know where you're going to be, that's when they're going to take you out. That's how they took out Fulio, because Fulio was telling everybody, he was telling the ops every minute, yo, I'm at this location. Hey, I'm at that location. Hey, I'm celebrating my birthday. Hey, I'm doing me. So the ops is looking at his social medias. They're like, yo, he had so-and-so, fam. Let's pull up. And they all got up out there. But see, the way I see it, I don't think that it was because they were watching the social medias. Somebody from Fulio's clique lined them up. I know it's bad. I know you don't want to believe that, but it was too perfect. Somebody from the clique was lining up Fulio from the beginning. This is why a lot of times you have people around you and they want you dead, man. They really do. They want you dead. And somebody from the clique was following and giving word and directions to the ops the whole time. Because how do you pull up at a place where Fulio is at and y'all got these high profile, these high quality assault rifles and various other things looking like a movie? How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you have the time to set up? That has to be planned. That got to be a coordinated event. It can't be something you just did. So somebody had to give the blueprint from early in the day, like, yo, today's his birthday. We're going to be out, bro. So, hey, now's the time to take him out. I'm going to give you guys the location of where we at. And you know how, now watch this, guys. You ready for this one? You ready for this? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready. I'm going to tell you how they set up Fulio. I'm going to give you the game, make you understand. And this is why you got to watch who's in your circle and who hang around you. You ready for this? I'm going to tell you how easy this was, bro. You know how you have all of these apps that can give the location of where you at all times? You set it on your phone and it will tell you pinpoint exactly where you are. They have multiple apps that do this. It's not just one app. There's multiple apps that will give a location of where you at, and it'll show you on the app where you at. And it will let other people that have your information know you're at this location. That is how they took out Fulio. Somebody from his clique had on their phone set with an app showing the location. Now, I don't know why the investigators of this situation have not figured this out, because it's so easy to solve. That's how they would have known, because they were looking at the whereabouts, and that's how they were able to formulate a plan to execute the hit. It was too perfect. It was too perfect. There's no way that just randomly happened. Who jumps in a car and say, okay, Fulio, just pull up the hotel. Let's get the assault rifles. Let's not scan the place. Let's not do no recon. Let's not look for. No, it was too perfect, because each gunman was posted up at a particular area. So somebody was dropping information as they go. And that's just sad, because that just goes to show you could be out and about and your people that's with you is lining you up and you don't even know. That's why you got to know who's in your circle and really thoroughly test them to prove whether or not they true. Because a lot of people hang around you and they not true, man. They be the first to line you up and set you up, man. But yo, Diddy is done. This arrest is very, very serious. I warned y'all about this. I told y'all that he was going to get arrested. Most people didn't believe me. And now he's going to talk. They might work something out with him. Maybe there's bigger fish that we don't even know about. Maybe Diddy is a small fish, and there's other people out there, man, that once their name get thrown into this, it's going to be a mess. a real mess. So it is what it is, man. I'm going to keep y'all posted with more news about this situation. And because it ain't over yet. There's more dirt that's going to come up with this Diddy situation, fam. You know, he's being sued right now by others. I didn't cover those stories, but he's being sued right now. That man losing a lot of money, man. A lot of money. Everybody's trying to eat off his situation now. Men and women coming after him. Yeah, he probably did piss off the Illuminati. I think he did something, man. I'm still trying to figure out what it was. Like, what? I think he pissed them off by the pure fact that he did sloppy work. Because these type of things go on in the industry and with the rituals and these Illuminati parties and stuff like that. So it's like, for Diddy to get caught, they looking at it as you sloppy. This was not supposed to happen. How is it that everybody know about what you do? Like, this is not supposed to happen. That probably pissed them off. You know? So, hey, I'm going to get up on out of here. You know, it is what it is. I'm going to come back with more content. Let's see, probably later on in the morning because I got to get some work done. Let me see. Okay. So what are your thoughts on the Diddy situation? You know, do you think he's going to do heavy time? Do you think that this is it? This is his end? This is the end of Diddy as we know it? Or do you think he's going to go free? Because you figure, hey, he got money. He's going to be able to overcome and nobody won't be able to touch him. You know, what say you? Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you like the channel, consider subscribing today if you feel I did a good job. If you want to help the platform and this video reach more, consider clicking the like button by double tapping the screen. Just double tap, 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 and you'll see a thumbs up, right? Appreciate it if you do that. So that's about it, guys. I'm gonna get up on out of here. It is what it is, right? So y'all peace out, man. It is what it is. We'll keep you updated. Any news reports that come in, because I'm sure there's gonna be some updates. It's probably some new updates right now that I might have to talk about. So I'm not gonna leave out with no fancy intros or nothing like that. I just wanted to come on straight and just give y'all the news, break down what I got. And it is what it is, fam. So he got arrested out in New York after the indictment situation. And I don't know, a lot of people are kind of like upset because they're like, how he got arrested and, you know, like so quickly, like what's going on? Hey, it is what it is, man. You do dirt, you get caught, right? So we're going to get up on out of here, man. Y'all stay safe. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat, everybody in the building. It is what it is. Ringo TV Reactions. The #1 reactionary channel on YouTube, hands down. You already done know what it is. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Y'all take care. I'm out of here. Peace.